All right, guys, continuing with the combat fitness. We're doing some hill sprints today. Try to get them done before this storm comes. You know about HIIT sprints, but if you haven't tried hill sprints, you're about to find out. So I'm running out to one of my most used hills. Perfect incline, perfect distance. Got about a 3/4 mile warm up to get there. So let's get there. And we got a little bit of shade here. Perfect, man. It's still muggy as hell, but get out of the direct sun, that'll kind of help. So there's a ton of benefits for hill sprints. I'm just gonna cover a few. So high intensity interval training, that's what it is. If you do it right, it's a lot harder than flat to ground sprints, obviously. So it's more effective. You don't have to run as far, and sprint is hard. It's a lot tougher, very taxing. You get the EPOC, excessive post-exercise oxygen consumption, what most people call the afterburn. So unlike jogging, when your body shuts down, the excessive burn after jogging, your body's going to be recovering for 15, 20, 30 hours after this. All right, we're there. So one more benefit for me, if you're an older broken grunt, my back kills me after level sprints. But for whatever reason, sprinting upstairs and incline hills doesn't hurt my back at all. So that's a bonus. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you my marker. I have to make sure people drive on this. I don't want my camera run over. So this is my end point. I'm gonna sprint to this tree. Sprint all the way through to that tree. You can't even see the incline on the camera. Bummer. Maybe you can tell with the terrain. Probably not. Oh well. So we're gonna do about 20 meters, 20 yards, about 50, 60 feet. So that's my end point. This is usually my shorter one. We're gonna go down to this tree. Almost perfect markings for me. So you notice I'm walking because I just got here. Okay, so high intensity interval training. Too many people forget the interval. So we're at our mark. The first couple are gonna be slow and gradual. You don't want to go into a dead sprint. Start to get those fast twitch muscle fibers activated. Get them ready. So now we walk down. Walk. And not fast. Just casual stroll downhill. As soon as we get to the starting point, immediately turn around, sprint up. Sometimes I like to get down and do a push-up just to mimic the 3 to 5 second rush. Get up real quick and all that, but today it's just walk down, turn around, and come back. Most people should do this 6 times. A couple warm-ups, and then 6 full sprints. That should be enough. We're here, no screwing around. So last kind of faster one. All right. Ready to go. Heart is elevated, 145. That's zone 2 to 3 for me. We're ready to rock. So we're starting 6. No screwing around. Start walking down, get to the start point, go. So just to show you high intensity stuff, my heart rate is still on warm up, 140-ish. It's not going to get up to close to the max level until about the 4th or even the last sprint. That's how it goes. Watch me beat these bike guys though. Wow. I finished my sprints. Here's my time, and the mileage is evidence. But you guys only caught 3 of them. it cut off as I was passing the biker. Fuck, man. All right, well, you guys can believe it or not. I don't give a shit. I know I did. I know what I did. Shit. All right, so let the heart come down a little bit. And then we're gonna jog back home. So 3/4 of a mile warm up, 3/4 of a mile back, 6 hill sprints with walking down. We're at 1650 now. I'm gonna be done in about 22 minutes, if that. That's another benefit to this training, HIIT training, pretty much. It's so intense, it's gonna be shorter. So when you see people, especially these women, they go to the gyms and they're there for an hour or two and they're doing body combat, HIIT courses for an hour. No, it's not high intensity if you can do it for an hour. Even with your rests, it's not high intensity. Right now, my legs are jello just after those 6 sprints, which is why the jog home is gonna be a nut kicker, big time. So there's a couple ways you can spice this up. You can do longer and shorter distances. So the distance gets longer as you get to your 3rd sprint, and then sprints 4, 5, and 6, you shorten each one of those. That would kind of match your anaerobic glycolytic system getting drained. Don't start adding a whole bunch of crazy distances and doing like 10 rounds of the shit. 6 is good for most people, 4 for beginners. As long as you are giving 100%, that is crucial. If you give it all you got, you shouldn't be able to do it for a long time. I'm pretty fit, but I've been mostly doing rucking and weights. Haven't sprinted in a while, so 6 is good for me. I'm not gonna be stupid and do more. Not that I would be able to do, you know, 2 or 4 more sprints at full power. It would be a joke. My glycogen stores are pretty much empty and the worked muscles, they're feeling like it. An extra bonus, I mentioned the jog home. A lot of people like to do their sprints after endurance work. That's backwards. Do your sprints and then go do your endurance workout. Number one, it's gonna be hard as hell. It's gonna be a serious gut check. But also, you can actually do it. For the most part, it's lipolysis, fat burning, long, slow. So if you want to test yourself, try that. You're also going to get more out of the workout in terms of fat burning. All right, so we're going to get home. I'm already sucking. And this workout's done. Give me your questions down below. No more of the excuses. Guys, nobody gives a shit about your excuses. Go out there and fucking train. So look at that, guys. 48-hour recovery time. That's the intensity right there. So, weight training, I'd have to do some serious power stuff for that. Long, slow endurance. Guys, I think I'm talking about a 5-mile run, which I rarely do. And I don't even think it's gonna show that recovery time. And this is pretty accurate with that. The watches have gotten better and you can feel that. That doesn't mean I ain't gonna do shit tomorrow. It just means I'm not gonna go sprint or do some hard running tomorrow. So it's that simple, guys. Get to it.